We begin with the case of Sherrod, who was pushed from her post at the Department of Agriculture. Let's listen now. Here's Sherrod in tape from a March speech of this year to a local NAACP group as it appeared on biggovernment.com yesterday. Let's listen.
The first time I was faced with having to help a white farmer save his farm, he took a long time talking, but he was trying to show me he was superior to me. I knew what he was doing, but he had to come to me for help. What he didn't know, while he was taking all that time trying to show me he was superior to me, was I was trying to decide just how much help I was going to give him. I was struggling with the fact that so many black people have lost their farmland, and here I was faced with having to help a white person save their land. So I didn't give him the full force of what I could do. I did enough so that when I assumed the Department of Agriculture had sent him to me, either that or the Georgia Department of Agriculture. And he needed to go back and report that I did try to help him. So I took him to a white lawyer that had attended some of the training that we had provided, because Chapter 12 bankruptcy had just been enacted for the family farmer. So I figured if I take him to one of them, that his own kind would take care of him. That's when it was revealed to me that it's about poor versus those who have. And not so much about white. It is about white and black, but it's not, it opened my eyes, because I took him to one of his own.
Andrew Breitbart posted that video on his website under the headline, Video Proof, the NAACP Awards Racism 2010. Now let's take a look at what was said on CNN today about this issue. Let's watch.
Did you discriminate against this white farmer 24 years ago when you were, I guess, about 38 years old because he brought you what you described in your March NAACP speech as a superior attitude?
Initially, and that's why I said that I took the time to weave what was happening there. He did come with the superior attitude, but I didn't discriminate. If I had discriminated against him, I would not have given him any help at all, because I wasn't obligated to do it by anyone. I wasn't working for the government. I didn't have to help him, but I did. And I went on. That was the first white farmer I helped. I went on to help hundreds of others through the years.
And here's Eloise Spooner, the wife of that farmer from 26 years ago, on the phone with CNN today. Let's listen to her story.
What do you think of Shirley?
She's a good friend.
Describe your relationship with her through the years.
She helped us save our farm. That ain't right. They have not treated her right. She did. She's the one I give credit to helping us save our farm. Well, she gave enough that it helped us save our farm.
You know what, Gene? I'm just thinking of that old song from Hair. How can people be so heartless? Here's a story of reconciliation of a quarter century ago of a woman who came to understand the plight of all poor people, not just black people in the South where she grew up. Despite all that racial difference and all that racial hell that black people put up with, she could understand that people could be in the same situation economically. And here, this guy, Breitbart, has taken this and turned it into something mean and nasty.
That's not journalism. I mean, it's lying is what it is, and I think we ought to call it for what it is.
Michelle, this is a part of a larger attempt, I believe, to rip the scab off race problems in this country. I really do believe, and I'm going to say at the end of the show, that people who have a race problem on the white side are trying to show it on the black side to somehow give them moral justification for their attitude. I can't think of another reason to do this. There's no political advantage in this except causing trouble.
I have never seen, literally since the time Barack Obama was elected to the presidency, there has been one attempt after another to say that he is a racist, that people in his administration are racist, that he somehow condones racism. I think that's what we're seeing here. I think that this woman also was not helped by the fact that the NAACP originally condemned the statements that we saw in that videotape, and from all of the reporting that I have been able to see and read so far, we have not actually seen the entire tape. This woman went on to help this family and help many, many other white farmers, and said that her philosophy became one of understanding that it's not a matter of race, of people being black or white, but that it was really a matter of people who have versus people who have not. I do believe that she's telling the truth when she says that she went on to help this gentleman and to help many, many other white farmers after this incident happened 28 years ago, by the way, not while she was working for the Department of Agriculture.
Right, that's the big lie here, what you just said, Michelle, because she's telling this spring a group of African Americans who are committed to racial justice in this country about how you can do things wrong as a black person, how you can be discriminatory against a white farmer who's poor, way back a quarter century ago. And the dishonesty, the deceit, the evil of this website is to put this out as if it's something she did while she's on watch as a government official in the Obama administration, so they can tag Obama with this. Now, I think, here's Bill Riley last night on Fox. I think Bill, knowing Bill is going to correct this tonight. I really hope he does. I think he will. But here he is operating in the same rash judgment the White House operated in. I should say the Department of Agriculture, backed up by the White House, the NAACP. Everybody is listening for footsteps on the liberal side of things, on the progressive side of things, so afraid to be tagged for counter-racism or reverse racism. Here's Bill O'Reilly last night. And again, I think he's going to correct this tonight. I'm betting on it. Here he is last night.
Well, that is simply unacceptable, and Ms. Sherrod must resign immediately. The federal government cannot have skin color deciding any assistance. We are requesting an explanation from the Agriculture Secretary, Tom Vilsack, and we'll keep you posted. By the way, the full transcript of Ms. Sherrod's remarks is posted on biggovernment.com.
And here's Sean Connery backing him up with Newt Gingrich, of all people, as your expert witness here on Fox last night. Let's listen to Newt go at it.
She said she wanted him to go out and deal with one of his own, and she put him in touch with a white lawyer. Just the latest in a series of racial incidents. What do you think of this?
Well, look, let me say, first of all, Secretary Vilsack did exactly the right thing. I mean, I often disagree with this administration, but firing her after that kind of viciously racist attitude was exactly the right thing to do. And the fact that we have to be genuinely colorblind. You can't be a black racist any more than you can be a white racist.
And this guy's talking about running for president. Let me go back to Gene on this. I mean, this is a full dress rehearsal for the bad guys. I mean, here they are out here. I don't know why the White House backed up Vilsack on this. What do you make of the politics on the liberal side? Why is the president so scared to back up Vilsack? Why is Vilsack sticking to his guns on this, saying she's out?
Well, you said it, Chris. It's hearing footsteps. This issue obviously makes them skittish and jittery to the point where nobody, it seems, bothered to ask Ms. Sherrod the context of her remarks, if that's what she in fact said. The White House, I guess, says that it wasn't directly involved, at least in her forced resignation. Clearly, the Agriculture Department was, and I'm not sure why at this point they're still saying, well, she's out, she's out.
Well, let's take a look. Here she is on CNN on the White House reaction Monday. Let's listen.
They asked me to resign, and in fact, they harassed me as I was driving back to the state office from West Point, Georgia yesterday. I had at least 3 calls telling me the White House wanted me to resign. That was Sherrod Cook, the deputy undersecretary. She called me and said, because she called me and I said, Sherrod, I got a 3.5-hour ride to get into Athens. She called me a second time, where are you now? I said, I'm just going through Atlanta. She called me again. I said, I'm at least 45 minutes to an hour from Athens. She said, well, Shirley, they want you to pull over to the side of the road and do it, because you're going to be on Glenn Beck tonight.
Well, let's skip over the likes of Glenn Beck and the others over on Fox. I want to pay tribute, guys, to Tony Harris at CNN. His interview today with Sherrod and with Eloise Spooner, the white woman who, after all these years, recalls Sharon as a woman who looked out for her, who, quote, saved our farm. Shirley, that she saved the farm. It was Eloise Spooner who said that it was Shirley Sherrod, this woman who's now been fired, basically, who, quote, I give credit to for helping us save our farm. She gave us enough. It helped us save our farm. And they've been friends all those years. And there she is getting blamed for something she did against this family that owes her their farm in terms of her help for them. Gene, I think it's an amazingly good story behind a bad story that was told to us by this website.